Hi everyone, it's Brian with Skin and Beauty Center. Welcome to another provider Q&A. Today I'll be speaking with Physician Assistant Kristen Ochsner. Kristen has been a certified PA since 2001. She's licensed by the California State Board of Physician Assistant Examiners and is an active member of the Society of Dermatology of Physician Assistants, the California Association of PAs, and the American Academy of PAs. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. In honor of the upcoming Father's Day, we're discussing men's care. So I'm coming to you on behalf of other dads, husbands, and sons out there interested in knowing what men ought to know about skincare, cosmetic services, and basically ending the stigma around guys getting these type of services. So first things first question I'd like to ask are popular things like Botox and Dysport something that men could benefit from?
Definitely. We have a very large population of men who do Botox and Dysport at our practice. It really helps to keep them looking young and youthful, and it is a great addition to just their normal skincare routine.
The problem that I think a lot of guys have is we see men like, rest in peace, Kenny Rogers, who had work specifically around their eyes, and they end up not looking like themselves. And I think that's where a lot of pause comes from men. So is there any possibility of not looking like you?
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. You see, especially here in LA, you see a lot of bad Botox walking around the streets. So it's really important that you go to someone who's knowledgeable about everybody's individual anatomy. What works for one person is not going to necessarily work for the next person. So it's really important to have a thorough assessment by someone who knows what will work with you and what won't. We won't always be able to fix the problem that every man has in dermatology.
Sadly.
But our goal is to really keep you as looking as natural as possible and trying to lessen those wrinkles. We may not completely be able to get rid of them, but lessening them, improving them is really our goal.
So Kristen, other than getting rid of wrinkles, are there other things that Botox could do for guys? I actually heard something about excessive sweating. It can actually alleviate that, and that may be something that a lot of guys are interested in. So can it do that?
Yes, there's a condition called hyperhidrosis, which causes a lot of social embarrassment. It causes a lot of problems for people who work in a profession where you're either on camera a lot or you're in meetings a lot. But basically we inject the Botox into, it can be done under your arms, in your palms, and the soles of your feet. I even have one guy who he gives a lot of meetings and he just starts sweating profusely from his scalp. And so we do it up in his scalp and it really helps him. So that's a very, it's a medical condition that actually insurance will sometimes cover at least a portion of it. But it's really helpful for men who have that condition.
Wow, I didn't know about the insurance possibly covering it. That could be good for the guys who want to maybe save a few bucks and stop the embarrassment of sweating. So on a personal note, I have a scar here on my forehead. It's actually from Mohs surgery because I did have skin cancer because sadly I didn't wear enough sunscreen when I was younger. And I just wanted to know, are there any services or treatments that Skin and Beauty Center can do that could help maybe lessen the visibility of the scar without going under the knife again?
Yes, again, it's all about expectations and setting the correct expectations. We usually cannot completely take a scar away, but we do have some great options for minimizing scars, both acne scars and surgical scars or traumatic scars like you have. One machine we have is called the V-beam. It helps to take discoloration. So sometimes people have like a reddish purple hue in their scars. So the V-beam can help with that. One of the most popular things we do, especially for acne scars, is microneedling with, you can add different things into the microneedling to make it even more effective. But microneedling is basically just a pen with a lot of little needles, and we repetitively needle your skin in the areas that the scar is and then that breaks up the scar tissue and can really help to improve scars by about 40 to 60%. So again, it's not going to be perfect, but a lot of times that's really what people are looking for, just an improvement. And then the third option is CO2 resurfacing, where we take a laser that's really powerful. It kind of strips off the top layer of your skin, and it helps to smooth out scarring. It helps to rebuild your collagen. So that can really help with both acne and traumatic scars.
I will look into that as soon as this interview's done.
Oh my gosh, we got a lot of work to do on you.
Yeah, let's get it going. Okay, so next to probably sharks and heights, I think men's biggest fear is waking up in the morning with less hair than we went to bed with. So are there treatments that actually work?
Yes, there's a great new treatment. It's been out for several years now, and we've been doing a lot of them here at Skin and Beauty Center. It's called PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injections. So basically, we draw your blood, we spin it down, and we inject the plasma, which contains platelets, back into the areas that you have hair loss. Again, it's setting the right expectations. It's not going to give you your hair from when you were 10 years old back.
So you mentioned V-beams earlier. SBC has a lot of lasers at our disposal. Could you mention maybe the treatments that they could be used for, a few different ones that men could be interested in?
Yeah, so when I think of our men population, the lasers that I feel I do the most are hair removal. We do a lot of backs, a lot of chests, a lot of ears. The other laser that we do a lot of is IPL, or intense pulse light, for the men that have brown discoloration on their skin. And then we have a lot of men who have things like broken capillaries around their nose, or especially our really fair skin patients a lot of men have rosacea, which is a redness of the nose and cheeks, and it flares. It can be uncomfortable. So we have a laser called the V-beam that helps to reduce redness.
If I came in and I told you that my goal was to look 10 years younger, now, besides you telling me to start hitting the gym, what would be a good treatment plan to at least start with, where if I kept my expectations about that 40 to 60% improvement, what would be a good treatment plan?
So like we were talking about with the PRP, it's great for maintenance. You have a good head of hair, but doing PRP like once every 6 months just to keep things looking good, especially if hereditary, your grandfather's or your father has thinning hair, I would start that. Your scar we could definitely work on. Your skin, as far as Botox, maybe your forehead would need a little bit, but you don't, your eyes, from what I see right now, look really good. Yeah, you've got the...
I got the squint in the Southern California, squinting in the sun line.
So, yep, that's definitely an area that can be improved with Botox. Otherwise, you have actually really great skin quality. So I would say it's just keeping it looking as good as possible by wearing sunscreen, for you in particular. You don't need a whole lot of laser work and things like that. It's just more preventative for you.
Great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we covered a lot of great information for specifically all those guys out there, but I think the gals got some good info too. If we missed a topic that you're interested in for yourself or that special guy in your life, whether it's a father, husband, brother, son, or if you'd like to schedule an appointment with PA Kristen or any other of our incredible providers, there's a few different ways you can reach out. You can text or email us at hello@dermla.com. You can give us a call at 877-822-2223, or you can visit us at dermla.com and use our self-service schedule. Really cool. Kristen Ochsner, you were awesome as always. Thank you again for joining us, giving us all this great info. And from all of us at SBC, happy Father's Day. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you. See you later.